Bam! Life Lessons with Juvy, episode 45. I am your host, as always, JuvyThaKid. If you want to submit your topics, or just hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and the Snapchat, at JuvyThaKid, JuvyThaKid. As always, folks, let me pump my chair up a little bit. See what I mean, though? Mentioned it in a previous vlog, or might have been on Instagram. The hydraulic lift that keeps me up is going in the chair. It's been with us since around the beginning, but it's time for a change, I think. On to the topics. Cannibal Kill. Where do you draw your inspiration from when you hit a creative roadblock? A lot of us will get stuck in our own kind of like comfort zones or whatever, so you got to step outside of that. Whether it's watching a documentary on something that might terrify you or scare you, or it just gives you a different perspective on the world, whatever have you. Yeah, you gotta step outside of your comfort zone and just look for things like that are different than what you would normally do. Kind of like just change your path just a little bit to see different things, and you might draw inspiration from any of those. Another thing that you could do to get out of a creative roadblock or whatever is just kick back, watch some movies, or watch a certain show or whatever it is, and just kind of try and get ideas from that for what you might do as well. Momo a Go 5. How to grow facial hair, tips and tricks that you can do to help growth. How to grow facial hair, it just grows. You gotta let it grow. That's about it. Tips and tricks. You'll see a lot of people on TV or whatever, and they'll be pulling the hairs kind of really tightly while they're thinking or whatever. Don't do that, because when you do, I'll go like this really quick, not tight, just kind of to fluff the beard to help fix it or whatever. See, I'm doing it right now. But when you pull it tight and you're constantly pulling on those, that actually weakens the hair follicles, and you'll end up with a bald spot. If it's right here and you're always doing that, you'll end up with a bald spot there eventually. So just let it grow. I don't do the whole beard balm thing. I don't know. Just never have. Never been into it, to be honest. I like my natural feeling. I like the natural frizziness. Gets a little messy, but what can you do? But yeah, don't constantly be pulling on it a lot, pulling on it really tight. You know what I mean? Because you can actually pull hairs out, and eventually hair can stop growing there. So if you're gonna do that, just try to do some light petting, some guiding of the hairs if you can. Doesn't always work. That's why I got a big pink comb to help me as well. So yeah, just let it grow. If you want to train it a certain way, because mine was frizzing out a lot when it was just growing, so I'd make sure that I was always combing it down and everything, so it all kind of grow down. You know what I mean? That's about it. That's all I can think of, though. But I wish you luck on your beard / mustache growing adventures. Any other things you want to know about taking care of the beard or the mustache, just hit me up. We'll conversate. Little homie 127, salute. Fuck, do you do it with your left or right hand? You got both. So, ... astral projection. Well, that's not really a question. You just said it as a sentence, sir. So, astral projection, lucid dreaming, are these viable uses of energy, or are they an intellectual placebo? What's your thoughts? Now, the thing that would astral projection, I'm a little iffy on, because I don't know, it's one of those things where being able to meditate, to actually project yourself into another place of the world or whatever have you, that does seem a little far-fetched to me. I could see why it might be beneficial for like certain meditative purposes, because you feel like you're being very calm and everything. Lucid dreaming, I've heard it from so many people, and I've kind of like they've, to lucid dream, you have to train yourself to know when you're dreaming. You have to keep the dream journal and everything. I feel like there's been enough people with the lucid dreaming that it kind of like, I don't believe that is an intellectual placebo. I've had dreams where like I've realized that I was dreaming or whatever, and then like I wake up because like you realize you're dreaming or whatever have you. Astral projection, I don't know though, because I don't want to be that guy that says it doesn't exist, because I don't fucking know 100%. But at the same time, I don't know if it exists. You know what I mean? It might. I haven't heard it. I don't think I've heard enough people actually like say it or like talk about it really. Lucid dreaming seems to be more of like a kind of a popular thing, and it kind of has been for a while. The only thing I could really think of that comes close to astral projection, like just for right now, would be going to like an isolation tank, a float tank. They're also called sensory deprivation tanks. In those, a lot of people have said they have like dreams while they're awake and everything, and that's because of how your body relaxes in the water and all that. So those are actually really cool if you want to check those out. That might actually tap into some astral projection, for you never know. It's the crazy thing about this world, like we don't know what, like all of what's possible and all of what's not possible. People could sit here and say, well, it's impossible to have an out-of-body experience, a conscious out-of-body experience in another place, whatever, but we don't know. It could be, you know what I mean? But where do we draw the line if it's an astral projection or if it's a lucid dream? Because as far as I know, astral projection is more done like when you're sleeping, but I could be wrong. I'm obviously not a scientist or anything in this. But I think that there could be a correlation between like the theory of astral projection and the theory of lucid dreaming, because people could be having what they believe to be an out-of-body experience and everything, but that could actually be like them having a dream, and they just realize that they're there and they're present in this dream state or this dream moment, and they don't realize that it's a dream. Never know. Little Jenny Wren, the Danny Mathers nudity Snapchat, and how women body shame as well as perpetrate rape culture, not just men. Thank you! Ding, 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 ding. Thank you, little Jenny Wren. Thank you. It's not just men who perpetrate this fucking body shaming bullshit and this rape culture. Thank you! Hey, maybe I'm weird about this, but the whole rape culture thing, pretty sure the 50 Shades of Grey, written by a lady, some of it's pretty rapey if you ask me. I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't know who the fuck Danny Mathers was until this incident. I thought I saw the name and I thought she was one of Eminem's kids or something. I do know the Snapchat story that you're talking about. So, this girl, Danny Mathers, Snapchatted like a picture of an elderly lady, she's older, washing herself in the shower. And it was captioned with, "If I can't unsee this, neither can you." Now, it's one of those things that's bullshit. Like, first of all, you'd fucking snap if you knew somebody was doing that to you. So right there, you're in the fucking wrong. You shouldn't, like, and what, you're in your 20s or early 30s now? She's gonna get to be 60 herself, and she's probably gonna look like shit too. I don't mean to say the other lady looks like shit. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna lose all your elasticity. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so her apology or whatever for posting this to her Snapchat story was saying how apparently she would never intentionally do something like this. This was part of a private conversation between her and her friend, and she doesn't believe body shaming is right or anything. Okay, well that's a bullshit statement 100%, because one, you did it. You're only she only is saying she doesn't believe in body shaming, blah blah blah, because you fucking got caught. You're an idiot and you posted it to the actual, like, your Snapchat story as opposed to sending it to your friend. So she's only saying that shit because she got caught. 100%. You can't say, I think body shaming is disgusting, while you're body shaming somebody. That's redundant. Like, that's just, oh my god. She's just such a fucking idiot. I can't understand why, like, especially in these kind of times when, like, a lot of, like, gender issues or, like, body issues are some of the forefront conversations that we see and we hear about on social media or whatever have you. And this girl, instead of choosing to use her fucking fame or notoriety, like, to do something positive and spread a positive message, she's being a fucking asshole. Fuck off. You know what? When you're in the fucking locker rooms, it's not like everybody there is comfortable with fucking getting changed or using the showers. But they fucking do it. It's people like Danny fucking Mathers pulling this shit that makes people not want to, like, use those at all. Now this lady's body is all over the internet. That poor girl. Like, fuck. Yeah, like, women, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I see body shaming more from women than I do from men. At least the guys that I'm around. And the guys I'm around could honestly, like, say one thing, and it honestly might not even be that bad. It might just say, like, yeah, she's thick. Some people might take that derogatory, some people don't. But I see women going in on other girls, and other dudes too. Like, way worse than anybody else. Talking about fucking making fun of their thighs or making fun of their stomach or their arms or whatever the fuck it is. It's so fucked up because the girls who do that bullshit are the same ones that jump on social media and try and, like, argue against it and try and, like, say that it's wrong and it's disgusting, but you fucking do it. Ugh. The whole rape culture thing, it's hard because I can argue that something might be rape culture, but others may not agree. But then again, that's with any topic or any issue, I suppose. If you're going to promote a certain image, a certain attitude, you have to understand what you're doing, like how you're conducting yourself. If a lot of your songs and your music videos, if you're a musician, is rather sensual, could be fucking touch of the aggressive side, you can't turn around and blame dudes and say we're rapists and we, like, you know, make women do this in videos or whatever, or make them do that or whatever, when you're doing the same fucking thing. I don't know. I think people need to calm the fuck down. Like, stupid people need to stop becoming rich and, like, well known. And the people who are, like, pushing positive messages and, like, have, like, the really genuine, like, positive intentions towards others and the world, they should be the ones that are being seen and being heard. Not these fucking idiots that... I'm pretty sure that Danny Mathers is a fucking Playboy model, so... She's known... And they don't even... Wait. I don't know what's going on with this, because Danny Mathers is a Playboy model, so she gets photos of her body, like, taken for a fucking living, and she's gonna go around and talk shit to like about other ladies and like say they shouldn't, or insinuate or infer that they shouldn't be using something, or they're disgusting. Like, man, fuck you. Fuck you. Ah, fuck it. Fuck Danny Mathers. I'm saying it now. Ah, that threw me for a loop. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here now. Maybe go wrestle a bear or powerbomb Danny Mathers. This has been Life Lessons with Juvy, episode 45. I'm not sure if this is gonna drop Friday, the 15th, or on Saturday. Either way, we're going to see what happens. There's vlog footage on the way for you guys, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to hit me up or submit topics for life lessons, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at JuvyThaKid, JuvyThaKid. My quiet kids, freaks and weirdos, for the love of everybody, keep being weird.